Hi guys, we're back. We're going to do some dictionary detective for James and the Giant Peach. And if I call it George and the Giant Peach, just excuse me. You know Mrs. Wisey, she can't remember anything. Okay, curious. If something is curious, what is it? If you looked it up, you would have saw that it's strange or unusual. Next word is famished. If I am famished, what am I? You're usually famished right before your lunch period, so you'd be very hungry. Disagreeable. If I am disagreeable, how am I? Well, you'd probably say I'm hard to get along with or difficult to get along with. Colossal. What would colossal be? The peach was colossal. So what was it? It was extremely large. Okay, if you're behind me or you need to make any corrections, pause and then complete it. I'm going to have to move this down. Okay, our last two. Hysterics. If you might hear the word hysterical. Something was hysterical, but hysterics would be fits of uncontrollable laughter. And repulsive. If you saw something that was repulsive, you might say that it's disgusting or unpleasant. So there you go, guys. That way you know when you hear these words in the story, what they mean. Go ahead and pause if you need to make some changes, and then we'll go on to the next page. Okay, we have some vocab, and we're going to go ahead and put one of the words to each definition. Extremely large. Let me see, I have curious, famished, disagreeable, colossal, hysterics, or repulsive. If I remember right, we said colossal meant very big. Disgusting and very unpleasant. Well, we just did this one. This one was repulsive. Strange or unusual. And when we said strange or unusual, it was curious. Difficult to get along with. That should be disagreeable. Very hungry. We said famished was very hungry. And fits of uncontrollable laughter, hysterics. Again, go ahead and pause if you got any of these wrong, make the changes. Now this right here, I'm going to show you, whoops, is make a sentence for each word below. Curious. What could we write for a sentence for curious? How about, it was a very curious cat. It was a disgusting cat. Now guys, feel free to do your own sentences. You don't have to use these. Famished. What do you guys say before lunch? I'm famished. I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys go for the last 4 and try and make a sentence with the words on your own. And if you want to use any of these, that's fine too. Go ahead and pause. Okay, we are in understanding the story. In chapter 8, James's aunts can be described as greedy, hungry, tired, or kind. Well, they were trying to charge money for people to see that peach, so they were greedy. Number 2, when James first meets the insects, which insect is the kindest? Is it the centipede, the earthworm, the ladybug, or the grasshopper? It was the ladybug. Now remember, these are some characteristics that you might want to add to your first page about your characters. So the ladybug was kind. The aunts both were greedy. Okay. What is surprising about the insects James meets in this section? How did they come to be like this? Were you guys surprised when he got to the middle and all of a sudden he found insects like that? So, they are, well, what size are they, first of all? They're about the size of James if James takes off the centipede's shoes. So that makes them pretty big for an insect. So we might want to write, they are huge. What else can they do? These insects can talk. They can talk. What else? It's asked us, how did they come to be like this? Well, remember he dropped that bag, and what was in that bag? The crystals from the bag caused them to do this, or caused them to be like this. The crystals from the bag caused them to be like this. Okay. At the end of chapter 14, the peach begins to roll down the hill with James and the insects inside. What do you think will happen next? So go ahead, put something down on your own. Just give it a good guess. For the rest of this, if you haven't finished, if you needed to add something, go ahead and pause and make your changes. Oops. Okay, with this page, this is going to be something to do on your own, to at least try on your own, because everybody's going to have a different idea. If you were to give a title to this section, what would it be? Go ahead and give me a few updates, just a couple of things that happened in the story that you remember, and what's your favorite section of the book. So all of these are going to be different for every person. Go ahead and try and write the best sentence that you can, if it's 1 or 2 sentences. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask your teacher when you're on Zoom with them. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you the next time.